Now, gentlemen, may I have your attention? First of all, I'm pleased to tell you that everybody who has received their redundancy notice has now left the room, and everybody in continued employment is still with us. Please, can I ask a small favour, which is I would like to ask those quartet of handsome men at the back to please, sorry, I think it's my eyes. Please, can you come down to the front table because we have many questions for you. A round of applause for our lovely friends who are going to join us at the front. That would be very good. And if I could ask Russell, young Russell and your two mates, would you mind coming, joining us at the front as well? Thank you very much. And Russell's mates, please, if you could come to the front. It's a shorter second half. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Well done, Russell. That's very good of you to join us at the front. Make it a little bit cozier. That's it. I'm sorry, Russell, you pulled the short straw. You're next to the Welshman. I'm sorry about that. He is good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with the second half of this all-important trial, judging the work of the MACE Health and Wellbeing Program. You don't look very healthy to me, but you look happy, and that is half the battle. Now, before we crack on, it's time to proceed with the second half, and we're going to look at the work, your physical approach to the work you do. Now, we met a painter and decorator, a lift engineer, a couple of shirt lifters, and various other key employees in the building trade. We'd now like to break down the process by which they do their work and to see if we can analyse any health and safety issues. So first of all, I'd like to hand over to the fantastic Queen's Counsel, my colleague in the prosecution, Mr. John Ryan.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Ryan, can you explain your approach here? Your line of questioning is going to be based on some kind of defence, I'm told.
I do. I believe that it's impossible to teach health and safety to British men over the age of 30.
Yes.
Because when we were growing up, we didn't have health and safety, we had natural selection.
Why is that? Because you're pissed?
And what we have done to make this section a little easier is we've given all the twats hats. I identified the hazard. And I'm going to minimise the risk by knocking the fucker out. I could ask our members to please come back onto the stage. So I think you can lead the guys back up to the stage. Here they come.
Something in the way she
Sorry, I'd love to fucking point out, Kev's going to take a little bit longer because he always takes the longest routes. Okay, so I believe that it is possible to, he thinks he's Jeremy Cole, doesn't he? So what I'd like to do is, we're going to do a quick health and safety checklist here by getting the guys to perform the tasks that they carry out in their daily work, or in Kev's case, once a month when he turns up. So we're going to get them one by one to stand up to just demonstrate what they do, and if you guys could then point out what you've learned today, what you've learned from your health and safety training, and then...
cool.
And then at the end, we could explain to the rather confused-looking Brazilian bloke what the fuck we're doing.
But you ask him to take his hand out of his pocket as well. I don't know what he's doing.
Come on, who's it again?
So, you're his lawyer?
Yes.
mate, you don't strike me as a solicitor. I'm sorry, mate, your ankle's held in acute position number 2. But your ankle is now held in acute, but it's important to me and maybe used for training purposes. If I could ask first guy to stand up, give him a round of applause, please. Thank you. Just first of all, what is he doing wrong? Can anyone see what he's doing wrong?
He's fucking here.
If I should point out, not only was that very funny, that was also captured on camera. And given that this is part of your training day, technically you're still in your workplace, mate. I look forward to your personnel hearing. Mate, where else you can find a £7 an hour job that doesn't involve kneeling down and sucking something?
It's appreciated.
That's wrong.
It's
Objection in the court.
So, if I can ask you, please.
What, left or right?
I apologise, Bullock, but perhaps when you're working, I'll come down and knock cocks out of your mouth. We'll see how easy it is to do, but I apologise.
I'm enjoying the banter. And I would ask now for a demonstration of this man in his work mode.
Could you act out your work mode for us, please?
Can you remind us of your job title, sir? Are you the package man? Yes, quantity surveyor. What's the physicality of that, or does it involve being sat on your ass? All right, well, please sit down on the edge of the stage. Demonstrate how you sit.
Show us what you do at work all day.
Okay. Now.
Okay, I believe, my lad, he appears to ruffle the hair of small boys.
Yes. I can see his computer screen. He appears to be on Facebook, and he's alternating between Facebook, eBay, and some kind of lady website.
Can anyone point out?
Okay. At this stage, I think it's quite important to bring a particular man in. Shane. Looking at what he's doing there, he's organised everything. How efficiently would you say that he's working there right now?
Very inefficient.
Right, objection. I can't understand a word that man just said.
Objection sustained. He's from an area in the north of England called Scotland. Objection. Mr. Ryan, I know that you do speak pure Scot.
I believe, my lad, I can communicate.
So could you maybe translate?
What's going on?
Kidney problems, heart lazy and kidney be bothered,
I know what that means.
I've just had it translated and it was extremely offensive. I think we'll move on. Now, I wonder if there's a posture issue, because I certainly think that I'm worried about this young man's posture. Hunched shoulders, spending many hours at the computer like that. We're worried about repetitive strain injury.
What
would you say to that, Shane?
I think he's got a very strong right arm for some reason. I'm not quite sure. Maybe connected to a strain injury.
I believe, sir, he suggested that he enjoys solo love.
Yes.
Now then, Shane, would you say that this kind of enjoyment of solo love is against firm's principles?
If he does it in his own time, I think we can. In the office, it can be offensive to others around about. Stains in the carpet.
I don't know how this man has managed to maintain his position.
Well, I'd like to point out that if he does make stains on the carpet, that is the duty of care that falls upon his employer. Not.
Yes, I'm very concerned about the hazard involved in a slippery carpet.
Could I just confirm, have you ever cleaned such stains off carpets?
No, I think not.
I feel this is negligence in the workplace. Now then, I believe I saw a stain just over where this man was sitting before. Just over there, where this man was sitting before. It might actually be relevant to actually clear that stain up before the night.
Definitely not. I think we can get specialist cleaners involved. It hasn't been.
Would you like to nominate anyone to be a specialist cleaner in your workforce today?
Oh, Peter, you want to be a specialist cleaner today?
I believe we may have an idea here. I believe it would involve the Welshman removing the stain before it leaves the body.
Most sensible. That meets with my approval.
Can I point out to the Welshman it's rude to talk with your mouth full?
Very good. Now, Mr. Ryan, allow us to move on because time waits for no man. So please may we proceed with our next physical witness.
Come down, please.
To this allegation.
Now, this is young Brian.
Young Brian, if you can tell us about your job.
Oh, God. What do you do? What do you...
I believe, lads, I may have misheard it, but I believe he said construction babysitter. I believe it's to be foreign, sir.
Everybody in this is Little William.
Now, I would like some, because this is clearly some kind of industry euphemism, the construction babysitter. Perhaps I could ask Camp Kevin to advise me here on... Now, Kevin, could you tell us what exactly the formal title of a construction babysitter would be, sir? Because I think you're the only sensible one in the group. Okay, and this time, I fear the rohypnol has kicked in, ladies and gentlemen.
With respect, I believe at his age, it's not a hypno, it's Alzheimer's.
It was one or the other. What in heaven's name is a construction babysitter? We need to get to the bottom of this.
You could act out one of your tasks.
Good idea, well done, Mr. Ryan.
Go on, Daxy. Get the fuck.
And I believe the construction babysitter is a wife.
Yes, it appears to be. Mr. Burns.
Is there anybody that works with this man in the audience? Other than this man? There's a man at the back? Do you work with this man?
Yeah.
Okay, then we really need some kind of testament about his character. How do you work with this man? What's your name, sir? This man's name is Giago. Where are you from, Giago?
Yeah. Brazil.
Brazil? You do look as though you're thinking about sex right now. Now, whether with this man or with somebody else. So, what is your relationship to this man?
Objection.
Yes.
I believe I may be right, but in Brazil, it's only actually a gay access if you push back.
Objection sustained. I learned that in public school. You're absolutely right, Mr. Ryan. Okay. So,
I've just been given a heads up. There's a man that was under this table here. Am I right in thinking that you work with this gentleman quite closely? Is that correct?
Very.
Not very closely, no. How do you know this gentleman?
Gay.
He's straightforward. He's straightforward. Sorry. He's too ballsy. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, he's very ballsy.
Objection. I believe this man, given that he's from Ireland and therefore lives nowhere near Manchester, may possibly be an unknown. In which case, his objection to this Brazilian is based on the fact that he looks like Cleverson.
objection sustained.
And how well would you say that this man does his job in your experience?
Rubbish.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give him out of 10?
Sure.
Objection. I believe he doesn't want to give him 2. I believe he actually wants to give him 1.
I think so. my assessment is that if Brian is we're calling him a construction babysitter. If he's a construction babysitter, then he is to building babysitting what Rose West was to childcare. And as a result, I send him down for 20 years. Next witness, please, Mr. Ryan.
Obviously, it's going to take slightly longer for this one, but as he's considerably older.
Oh, yes. And let's remind him what year it is, please, and what his name is.
Name, John?
Will, painter and decorator.
Will, painter. Not just a painter. Decorator. That's added value, okay? So it's only management people in, not talk to you clearly. Added value. Painter and show us your
Jokes. And part-time.
Right. Now I understand, I've seen this before, I believe you're controlling the leg of a small Asian child. Which I believe is against certain rules, but gets the job done quicker, I'm told. It's an old Dickensian trick which they thought they'd outlawed, but it still goes on in certain buildings.
I believe the Welshman thinks that he may be dragging clouds.
I know, you come on and take some respect.
Okay, I think...
Can we identify, I think he's doing it quite correctly. His eyes constantly on the ceiling, not on
You
the
think
floor.
that he's doing that well?
He's not looking for obstacles around him, he doesn't care. He
Let's-
just wants to do his job.
Let's refer to Shane. How would you say? Okay, I'm going to call you Shane from now on. So Shane,
Shane is in front of you already.
is Shane in front of me? That's what I heard. So Shane, how would you feel that he's doing his job?
Perplexed when he's got a white stick and a guide dog and he knows what he's painting.
Again, no idea what you're saying there. Can we have the translation, please?
I believe he said something about perspex windows.
Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, there was some sort of reference to his mother needing a greenhouse. Now,
I will suggest, my lad, given that his name is Will and he's very, very posh, I believe he shouldn't be doing painting and decorating. I believe, sir, he should just be painting.
yes, I think it's a job enough for one man of an aristocratic nature. And are there any repetitive strain injuries associated with painting and decorating? Could blisters form? Could there be calluses? What are the risks? Barry, could you get to the bottom of this, please, Mr. Ferns?
I'm going to come to you now. What would you say are the risks that Willie? Yeah. What would you say are the risks that this man, from his position, that you've analysed yourself?
There's way too much wrist action going on.
No, didn't catch a word of that. Too much reception. He's a receptionist, is it? A wrist action. Could we see the kind of wrist action that you're used to making? I believe that's a very optimistic wrist action. I think it'd be a much smaller kind of movement.
But for some reason,
Yes, that action.
I think he has.
The foot hobbit almost got excited there as he was bending over in front.
I think I've seen more than enough. I think I'd like to hear from Big Andy now. That would be appropriate, I think, under
Oh, of course.
circumstances. That's it. Now,
Big Andy, would you like to tell us what your job is? Lift engineering.
Lift engineering.
There is nothing interesting about lift engineering. There are no health and safety risks at all about pressing the button. But I'm sure, my lad, he may be able to demonstrate another skill.
well, yes, you see, I spoke to Big Andy's colleagues because we're looking at the work that everyone does, we're going to analyse it. Now, I've been reliably informed that Big Andy does, to quote a number of his colleagues, fuck all. So as a result of that, we're going to just do something completely different. I jest, of course. We will be enjoying a little bit. It was mentioned earlier that this man can perform the river dance. Now, in the execution of your work, there are always moments when a little entertainment is appreciated by your colleagues, so sometimes you might do a jig in your lunch hour or on a tea break. And we're about to see a little bit of Michael Flatley falling flatly on his face, I suspect. But Big Andy, would you be willing to give us a little turn and just show us some of your moves, please? Give the big culture. Well, I think we shall have to join forces and attempt some kind of...
Well, I believe that it's a technique employed by lift engineers to assess whether the lift can take the weight of male describe it as a fat bastard.
I think I'm right in thinking that in river dance, it's never just one person doing the dance in river dance. There's usually a row of 5.
Here.
With their arms around each other. Stood in front of... So could we have the other 4...
Please, ladies and gentlemen, can we ask all of these men to stand up in a row together? Okay, let's... Now, what we need to do, I'm going to pull the chairs back a little bit. I think it's very interesting. Now, we're about to see a performance, ladies and gentlemen. If you take a look at this little group, take a look at this group of 5 men, try to imagine if One Direction really let themselves go. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do some clapping in a certain rhythm, and then these gentlemen will show us the definitive river dance. They haven't practiced it, but they're going to find it within themselves to make some moves for your collective entertainment, which is a crucial part of the building process involved in working on a construction site. It's all in it together, and entertainment is part of the package. So let's have some clapping along these sorts of lines. Give it up for the lords of the dance, ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful 5 witnesses who are now entitled, I think, to go and sit down, aren't they? They are done and they are dusted. Give them a round of applause for this meeting. Well, I'm not sure that this rostrum is going to recover from the pounding it's just received, but well done to all of our witnesses for being very good sports this evening, and well done to everybody that's taken part in this fact-finding mission, this examination of the processes by which our health and safety is sustained. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring on our final entertainment, allow me to thank you for having us today, for your contribution, your goodwill. And if this whole exercise has been about your collective health and safety, I can say hear to that, because what a charming and lovely bunch of people you've been, and we've had an absolute pleasure being your so-called, in inverted commas, entertainment for this evening. So thank you for participating. We all appreciate the work you all do every time we walk into a building, get in a lift, and just generally exist in the modern world. So God bless you for your toil. It's time now to end with a little bit of music, because of course music is the wonderful, wonderful source of joy to all of us. And I'm going to welcome somebody very special to perform. Please welcome the multi-talented, the marvellous and the extremely beautiful young Jenny B.
Fingering here. Yes. It's a musical term, fingering. Willy fingering. It's a musical term. Does anyone here play the piano? Yes. I've got grade 1, everyone. Grade 1! Yeah! Up to 8 grades. What grade grade have you got? No one likes a coffee cup, do they? I've been taking some notes. Taking some notes, Willie, about your workforce here. Where's Scouts Mick? Scott. Where's Chris Powell? Where's Russ with the tattoos? Oh God. Okay, so they might be in the song, so just enjoy. Can I just ask that you don't join in? Always look on the bright side of MACE. As long as all the health and safety regulations are in place. When you're the big boss, life's a piece of piss. With Willie Shaw, you know this is the truth. If you go disco dancing, be careful, Jackie Smith. He gave her a Glaswegian hug, and someone lost a tooth. Always on the right side of MACE. Where's Russell? I promised that I would sit on his face. Bill Simpson and his peers of electrical engineers. I think KFC and burgers are on the swish. Peter Moore's a steel erector. You should see his mighty erection. Where's Peter? His mighty erection. 60 years old, still drinking like a fish. Got any jobs going, Willie? I'll sit on your face. Look at Andy Bates. You know what I'm saying. He eats everything and sometimes picks his nose. His metabolic rating allows him to keep gyrating. Captain Fat Pants loves a river dance. Oh, what a charmer, what a charmer. Everyone, always look on the right side of the MACE. I'm single, so if you want me, I'll sit on your face. Always look on the bright side of MACE. Not scary this at all, is it? Not at all rapey. It's great. Always look on the bright side of MACE. Will Topsy-Turville. Where's Will Topsy-Turville? Told his mum he was bullied in the workplace. Always look on. Everyone, keep coming, keep going. Always look on the bright side of MACE. Keep calm and carry on, Brian Darcy. Drink Guinness and get smashed off your face. Life is about luck when you're Kev the fuck. Hobbit. Eats packed lunches and only weighs 12 stone, apparently. He loves his jellied eels. Paul Edward wears a dress. Only eats the best while wearing 6-inch heels. Oh, everyone! Always look on the right side of MACE. Can you see my skirt? Yeah. I'll sit on your face. Not forgetting Shane.
Oh, yeah.
Richard, Bruce, and Lee, and Ray. Where's Ray? Ray, someone. He's a couple star. Ray! Don't drink too much tonight. Life is full of mirth, but it's better with some girth. Yeah. So let's all have a pie and have a fight. Everyone! Always look on the right side of MACE. Come on, everyone, sing to me, sing to me. Always look on the right side of MACE. Big finish now, big finish for the fingering. Always look on the right side. The right side, Willie, do you need a PA? I'll sit on your face.
We love meeting you and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening drink. have fun, and we'll see you in the bar. Good